What are you saying? It's Carl Cheslov here. I'm having a very strange day. It's been very, very strange. I'm not quite entirely sure what it is doing myself, but that's sometimes the way that it is. I'm not entirely sure why I'm making this video either. Um, but often there's a method in the madness, and yeah, what wants to come forward wants to come forward. Um, I made I made a little Facebook live about objectivity, um, and how we exist in an objective reality. We can all collectively agree, that dogs are dogs and trees are trees, and the Eiffel Tower is the Eiffel Tower, and we should probably look after homeless people, and drug addiction is not okay, and McDonald's is making people fat and sick and giving them cancer. And so when I see and hear people in the spiritual community talking about, oh, well, it's just subjective and it's just how you see things and it's just your experience and all of these airy, fairy, floaty things, when people are a little bit non committal, it grinds my gears, because objectivity does exist. You know, so many people, I think, from a space of pain, really, I think is the crux of it, don't want to commit to the reality that they exist in and live in. um or sometimes it's a little bit as well, because they don't take accountability. They are, I don't know, avoidant of maybe emotions or confrontations that are difficult. So that's how people gaslight people. Uh and if you go to them with an issue or a problem that they have done, they can use spiritual terminology to gaslight and to undermine your emotions and to undermine your feelings without taking any accountability for where they're at. Well, it's just a difference of opinion. It's just subjective. It's just we're seeing things different ways. Now, yes, we all have subjective experiences, but if five people are sitting having an experience, yes, there's subjectively they are all having maybe a different experience, but then there's this overall objectivity that is happening in the, I guess, the container that they sit within. That, it's any one of those things. We can look at world events collectively, and all kind of come to, often, a kind of baseline truth. So, I think that if you understand subjectivity is there and it exists, then you must understand that objectivity exists too. That's just the way I see it. Which is subjective, but is not really, is objective. So here's the other thing, I don't. It's not about being right or wrong, right? Because I think that, some people can get on their high horse and think that, it's just about being right. For me, it's about the truth. What is true? I don't give a shit if I'm right or if I'm wrong, as long as the truth's there. So if you have the truth, then tell me. I don't mind being wrong, but I want the truth. That's objectivity. If I threw a table at somebody, yeah, like Jesus flipping some tables, it would hurt. That's objectivity. If you tried to cut my neck with a sword, yeah, you could probably decapitate me. That's objectivity. It is not a difference of opinion. It's not subjective. These are natural universal laws. Yeah, let's not get it twisted. We can't sit there and say that these things do not exist because in some realm you think that you're a Palladian fairy something. Don't take away from the fact that you're human, yeah, and you live in the earth. I'm sorry. There's all this nonsense about, the Matrix simulation, 5 dimension ascension. Crap. We are human. There is such a thing as objectivity, right? Celebrate your birthday. Celebrate where you were born. Celebrate your name. Celebrate your parents. They root you and ground you to the earthly plane. Yes, there, there, there are there's spiritual wisdoms. There's spiritual knowledge about the mechanics of how this thing works. Yes, but do not discount all of those things that root you to the earth. They're there for a reason. They're there for a reason. And when people just palm off what that means, it's a very English expression, or it's a very London expression. People discount the truth by just saying, well, that's just what you think. No, that's the truth. I didn't view it that way or perceive it that way. You did that. That's back to the realms of gaslighting, right? If 3 or 4 people can sit there and be like, did that person just do that? That's objectively they're seeing the truth of the situation, which is like, okay, put in my stuff to the side and put in your stuff to the side. This is what judges do, you know. Actually, you did X, Y, and Z, and you're trying to say to me that was just my opinion, that was just subjective. Fuck off. That's not okay. You see, that is not okay. To do those tactics under the guise of spirituality, let me tell you that it's dirty, not good energy. So yeah, don't let people do that to you, because this is how people get brainwashed into fucking cults. Not cool. And I see 10 a penny. These they're young people, and I'm now getting old. I'm not. I'm at the start of my life, but they're babies compared to me. Running around with all this ideology, not committing to actual reality. And if you met somebody who was emotionally vulnerable and told them this stuff, yeah, you would fuck with their heads and fuck with their minds. That's not okay. So yeah. And that is about doing what is right, because I don't know, I like to stand up for what is true, especially in regards to spirituality. So yeah, I think that's it. So apparently there was something that wanted to come out, and it did. So yeah, but don't let people do shit like that. Because they will try it. Is what they would do. Just in general, objectivity exists. It exists. To think that it doesn't is ridiculous. You're watching this video. Look, oh look, this is a candle. There's no objectivity, but you can see that my eye has been tattooed, as has the rest of my face. That's objectivity, ain't subjective. Now, what you think about me doing this, that's your subjective opinion that I don't really care for. But objectively, you can see this. So, that's it. All is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon in a bit.